So now what we talked about was how to draw, our learning target was how to draw simple shapes to make complex objects. So what I want to do, I'm actually going to turn my paper this way. I would like it vertical. So I'm going to start out, and what would be a good shape for a bunny head?
Circle.
I think I would agree. So I'm going to draw a nice big circle head. And what about for the body?
Oval if it's standing up.
Yeah.
Sideways. Oval if it's laying down. If it's jumping, it's
Good.
oval up and down.
Good. Now, I really do love how Anthony raised his hand, so thank you, Anthony. So I'm going to draw my oval like this.
Okay.
And my bunny is going to be sitting up kind of like its paws are in front of him.
Like this?
So I'm going to draw its paws kind of like this. Now, you can go ahead and try. Now I'll go ahead and I'm going to make his haunches, like his hips, with, again,
His thighs.
with an
I
oval.
can see better.
With an oval on each side. Yeah, and then I can draw his, nope, I want you guys to sit up, please. Then I'm going to draw his paws at the bottom. Paws at the bottom. And what would be a good shape for his,
Bunny ears?
his ears, yeah.
Oh, oval.
A little bit louder, Brianna. I could.
Like an
So I might use a big oval. Shh.
It's
Just,
out.
my computer started to go to sleep. So I could use a big oval. Now the way she said, I could use an oval this way. And remember how we talked about overlapping? Yeah. So this is really only half of the ear. So I can make the other half
Right there.
going
Ooh,
down.
And you have to erase the other part.
Very good. And then I'll come back in and erase the part that's behind. Then doesn't it look like his ears folded down?
Yeah.
Now, what's a good shape for a nose?
Triangle.
Eva? Maybe a triangle. I could even maybe use a square. I'm going to do kind of an upside down triangle. Yeah.
That looks
And then I'm going to curve.
Ooh, that's even you have to have whiskers too.
Yeah.
Whiskers are just lines.
So see that? It's starting to look like a cat. Now I can decide if I want it to have big cartoon eyes, if I want big circles for cartoon eyes, or if I want to have a little bit smaller eyes with a eyebrow.
Aww. I'm gonna jump. Eyes.
Now, after you draw your bunny in, the next thing we're gonna do. Now, my bunny, you can't actually see its tail, but if I had my bunny off to the side, I could draw the tail on the back side.
Like me.
But what we're gonna do next? So some of you have your bunny drawn already. Remember, really big, filling up the paper. So the next step, let's see if, do you want to grab me a box of crayons?
Me?
Nope, she's going to grab them. The big box, toward the back. Yeah. Did we didn't start coloring yet, did we?
No.
I didn't think so. So what I want to show you now is how we're going to use the crayons, and I want you to search out. So here's my crayon box. I want you to search out and find what are the warm colors. Do you remember we talked about the warm colors last year?
Yeah.
What are they?
Yellow, red.
Let's try that one more time.
Yellow, red, orange.
Yellow, red, and orange. Very good. Those are our warm colors. So what you're going to do is in this box, I want you to start finding the warm colors. So I'm going to pick them out. Let me see. Can I have, I love how Jocelyn is sitting. Jocelyn, you want to come on over here for a second?
What is that?
Do you want to reach in here and see if you can pull out some warm ones and put them in the lid?
There's a warm one.
Justin, we can see Jocelyn.
Yeah, you should be able to look up there and tell her if she's finding the warm ones.
Good job,
Jocelyn, put your head on this and do this. Do that.
Here, sit down.
Kira, have a seat.
I'd have a seat.
Are you gonna use color pencils?
Justin, I see yellow.
Cause I want to use color pencils.
All right, did you find some more warm ones?
There's one more. We see
A few more?
We see yellow.
Okay, thank you.
There's yellow.
There is a yellow in there. I want to show you one more thing though. So here are warm colors. We're talking about the warm ones. And do you see this? Do you remember what this is called when we have a circle with all the colors on it?
Spin wheel.
Close. It's called a color wheel. So what we're seeing right now, we're only seeing the colors on half of our color wheel. Do you know why that is?
The other side is the cold.
Good. The other side, this side is blank because they're only showing us the warm colors on this side. Now, that's a little tricky one. Our green is not actually warm, but when we have a color that is a yellow green, I don't know if I have one in my crayon box right now. If we have a color, that's a yellow green, it is on the warm colored side. So if you try coloring it and it looks more like yellow, it goes with our warm colors. If it looks more like green, like this one, I would consider this a cool color. But you can kind of make the decision.
It's both.
Now, yeah.
Can we make rainbow?
Well, we're just going to use the warm colors. So, right there. So what I'm going to do now is using my warm colors, I'm going to color my bunny in. So we picked out a few warm ones, and I'm going to trace around to make my bunny stand out.
Okay, I need some spicy rice.
So I'm going to use the warm colors to trace around. Now, after I trace my bunny, and here's something that's a little bit tricky, I'm pressing kind of hard because we're going to do another step that's going to be a little bit different.
Paint?
Yeah, we're going to paint on it.
And cut out?
But not today. Today is just tracing and then coloring. But the tricky part is that I'm not going to actually color in everything. I'm going to make some patterns. So if I have a stripe, 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 that makes a pattern. If I take a different warm color and I do polka dot, polka dot, polka dot.
Why not smileys?
Sit down, please. That makes my pattern. So I have things that are repeated. What do you think I should do in the body?
Oh, you should pick hearts.
What do you think? Right now, Hayden's trying to think of something.
Stars.
Maybe stars. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do a star.
Hearts.
And then a line. So a star. And then a line. So it'll be stars and lines together.
I wanted hearts.
That's what you choose underneath.
So when you do your picture, you can choose hearts.
Or you could choose anything.
Yeah. I meant Kira, since she wanted to do hearts. She could choose hearts on hers.
Even I went nice, smiley, pink one. Smiley face pink. Is
So
pink a cool color or a warm?
it's actually a warm color because pink is made with
Red.
some red.
Red. If
So
you make red lighter,
I
it's
also
pink.
want to make sure that I trace on my eyes,
And color it?
Color that.
that I trace on my nose.
It's brown or what color?
Brown's actually, we're going to say in our neutrals today.
What is neutral?
So we're just using our warm ones.
Pinky.
See? So I can do patterns and fill in.
Other ear.
I do need to do it. I'm going to do this ear with the pink.
Yay.
Actually, I'm going to do the inside with the pink. And the outside.
No, Pinky. I need color. Pinkie Pie.
Sit down, please. All right, so I'm not finished yet. I still need to trace the legs and do patterns inside there. But repeating lines, repeating shapes, those are ways that we create patterns. So I'm going to use my warm colors and finish making patterns.
It's called W.
They're zigzags.
He looks like W's all put together. And they're cute ones.
Don't look at rainbows.
Yeah.
That is cool.
So, first thing, when you get your crayon box, I want you to start pulling out the warm colors in here. You can work together at your table. See if you can find as many warm colors as you can. Then, you're going to start coloring your bunny.
I want that bunny.
Now, we don't have to worry about the background because we're going to do something different. So you don't have to draw the background.